Your music live. Your music, your music, your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Well, a ding, 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 and a hey, 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 it's Your Music Live, and it's happening today. My name is Pete Johns, and this is Your Music Live, brought to you by our wonderful, amazing, exponentially good friends at DistroKid. If you're an independent artist, and there's a high likelihood you are if you're watching this show, then check out DistroKid. You can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums for just one low yearly subscription, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link there or down in Le Description. Let's crack into some amazing music. We're going to get kicked off with Raul Nieves, and they've got a track called All Is Gone, and I think it's a banger, and I think it's going to start us off in style here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
So nice for you to know. So nice now I'm alone. So nice for you to stay. So nice when I'm alone. Tears are fresh, and I can't forget what you said. And when all is gone, yes, it's been so long. Guess we should have learned. Now we can't return when the tears are gone. And it's been so long. Yes, we should have learned. Now we can't return. So nice for me to know. Sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I feel alone, feel alone. And when all is gone, and it's been too long, guess we should have learned. Now we can't return. And the tears are
What a cracking way to start the show here today. Yeah, that was Raul Nieves and their track there called All Is Gone here on Your Music Live. I hope you are having a good one. Welcome aboard. If you're new to the show, what we do on this show is that we play a bunch of independent music. We do it a little bit at a time. You get a little taste. The first taste is free, as they say. So we play 1 or 2 minutes of a whole bunch of tracks, and that way you can then go down to the description, check out the links, explore the music. And by the way, if you are new and you would like to get one of your songs featured on Your Music Live, there is a button right there. You can snapshot that QR code, or you can use studiolivetoday.com/YML, which is down in the track. Yeah, that was a really nice mix, wasn't it? Really just cut through. Great. And here's the thing about that one. Raul says, hello, Pete. Thanks for your supporting indie artists. Here's another tune, a departure from my usual instrumental songs. This one features me on vocals and all instruments. And I hope you have a great show. And I think we will. And that's a really cool thing, because I know a lot of people getting out of their comfort zone and sharing their music. We had, Tremor Bear has been doing vocals on their tracks lately. A lot of folks have been getting out of your comfort zone. And that's what we're really all about here. This is a safe space for sharing and for creating and for getting feedback, because we ain't all perfect. There's no way to be perfect, but if you share your music, you can work out what works for you and maybe what doesn't, and then you can work on that. It's all good in the hood. Let's grab our next tune. This one comes to us from Sloat, another great artist, part of this community, who says about having sleeplessness over something regretful that was said or done. Hands up who's had regretfulness and sleeplessness over something that you've regretted. Yeah, I think it's human nature, and especially for creative types. We do it all the time. So I think you'll enjoy this one. It's called Wide Awake. It's Sloat, and it's on Your Music Live. Wide Awake, Sloat here on Your Music Live. How cool is that one? And thank you to Sloat for sharing that. I first heard Sloat in a collaboration with Josh Gates, and I love Josh and I love Josh's music. And then I started listening to Sloat, and I'm like, yep, I could see why these two got together and worked on some music, because that is cool. And Sloat creates some great music also. Well done indeed. Thank you for sharing. Because, see, that's how we roll around here, because sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. See, Josh Gates has music on this show for a couple of years now, works with Sloat. They have a song played. Sloat's like, okay, that's how this works. I'll have one of my songs played. And that's how we roll around here. There's some third and fourth generation folks who have been referred by a friend of a friend of a friend of an OG. I think that's just super cool. And there's Sloat in the chat. Hello to you, Sloat, and thank you for being here once again. All right, my next track here starts with an apology. I had this on the playlist for last week, and somehow I didn't play it, and I don't know quite how I missed it, how I skipped it, but yeah, I've already apologised in person via email, and now I'm apologising here on the show. But Seaside, but still docked. They were super, super kind and super understanding. Realised that it was definitely not deliberate, and I said we'll play you right up front on the next show, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. So they say, if it wasn't for the wonderful women in this world, so many songs would never have been written. Betty is one of them. A love letter put to music. So we're going to finally, the wait is over. We're finally going to get to listen to this track. It is Seaside, but still docked. And Betty, here on your Music Live.
And a whole lot of time to kill. So park your behind by my side and we'll see what the evening should bring. I swear I'd sing la-di-da-da, la-di-da-da-da-da-da, la-di-da-da, la-di-da-da. Well, I can still hear the words you sang so sweet when you tried to tell me that I was the only one for you. You proved to me it was true when you said, if you like me like I like you, think of the wonderful things we could do, and I'd love you. Of the wonderful life we can lead.
Seaside, but still docked. Yeah, they had me at a waltz meter from the start. The 3, 4, 6, 8s, they're always right up my alley. And then, yeah, just some beautiful string arrangements, some wonderful, crisp, clean sounding guitars, and amazing vocals to boot. Just a relaxing and awesome tune there. And yes, I did play a little bit extra there as a way of apologising for putting it in the playlist and not playing it last week. But there you go. Jump down in the description. Go and check out Seaside, but still docked. Subscribe to them on the YouTubes and give them a like and give them a comment and tell them you heard them on Your Music Live and you thought that they were awesome. Hello to a bunch of folks who have just joined us here. Semtex, Cow, Frigsy, Hypnotic Transmissions. We've got Mike and Dawn Janess. We've got Joe and Barry Glenn. We've got Wolfstone Studio. We've got a bunch of the usual suspects and some new faces as well. If you're new, how about you stick your hand up and say #new? And I'm sure that folks will be super kind to you because we've got an amazing and super kind community here at Studio Live today. A couple more tracks and then we're going to be diving into a few things. I'm going to tell you a little bit about DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors. We're going to do our Play My Fire beat. So even if you're not on the playlist, you'll get a chance to have a song featured. And we've got a whole lot more. We've got a featured artist to reveal a little later as well. But for now, let's go to Canada. And our mate Mike Haggith is back. Yes, he says, "Hey Pete and friends, To Be With You is a song I wrote for my wife early on in our relationship and didn't quite know what to do with. As my new album came together, I realised it would fit nicely on the record. And as a result, it's now the first advanced single of my album, All the Best in All You Do. Released July 13. I recorded it entirely in GarageBand iOS, very cool, and taped the video with my phone suspended a foot above my desk. DIY all the way. I hope you enjoy. Cheers from Mike. Well, if that description did not want to make you watch and listen to this video from Mike Haggith, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what will. So let's dive over and give this one a spin, shall we? Brand new single from the one, the only Mike Haggith. It is To Be With You here on Your Music Live.
This is life, this is home, this is where we both belong. And with newfound hope, all I want's to be with you. Never thought I'd be a winner, I was raised to think I would always be a sinner. And I was wrong and scared of finding something that I didn't think that I deserved. I always tried to be a better man, making me a better plan, doing it the best I can with a steady hand. I never knew what I was missing, but that faded away when it was you that I was kissing. And this is love, this is home, this is where we both belong. And when you found home, all I want's to be with you. Oh yeah. And this is love, this is home, this is where we both belong. And when you found home, all I want's to be with you. And when you met me in the summer, it was as if I had been woken from a slumber. I took you by the hand and led you to a place I thought that we could make our own. Now we're standing on the edge of forever, but I think I'm getting better at keeping it together. Cause everything I wanted, everything I needed, all fell into place, nothing lost, no conceded. And this is love, this is home, this is where we both belong. And when you found
Mike Haggith here on Your Music Live. Yeah, great clip, great song. Mike just does it all. He always has some amazing ideas. He's like the Canadian Glenn Clark, for those that have been around the community for a while. Always has like really good songs, really great production, and some awesome ideas for the videos. And if you haven't seen his live stuff, go over to his YouTube channel and check that out. That's all down in the description for your viewing pleasure. Let's grab this next tune. This one comes to us. We're going to jump continents, head on over to Europe, and see what Martin Hammer is up to. Probably the coolest name in all of indie music production. Martin Hammer. Let's bring the hammer down on this one. He says, it's my first song in Logic. The song is about a man who is sitting on an island and waiting for June. Totally meaningless. Well, I think we can find a meaning in it anyway for you. Waiting for June, Martin Hammer here on Your Music Live.
Spend my time waiting for June, since August I haven't sung a tune. But when the ferry blows the horn, this deserted island will be reborn. Wide awake, my heart is beating heavy. Everything is green, gorgeous and ready. I want the summer to start and fill the space in my heart. I am ready for you, baby. I've been waiting for you, hope you've been missing me too. I want the summer to start. I've been watching the tides roll in, but lately my patience wearing thin. I can tell you how much I yearn, been waiting in months for your return. Wide awake, my heart is beating heavy.
I really dig it. Now, every time I play a Martin Hammer tune, I don't know if I insult him with this, but it sounds so 80s, like in a good way. It's just amazing 80s production. Like that, to me, sounds like it should be the theme song to an 80s sitcom called Waiting for June, that's actually about a lady called June, and it's about this guy who's in love with this girl called June, but that's Waiting for June. Oh, I don't know. I'm going there with it. Really good stuff. I agree. Excellent track there from Martin Hammer. He brought the hammer down on that one. And do you know who we have up next? I do. Oh, man. Yeah, exactly. It sounds so much like it could be an 80s sitcom theme, like just that ding, 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 step by step, day by day. Yeah, cool stuff there from Martin Hammett. We love it. Let's sneak another track or two in, and then we will, I promise you, I'll talk to you a little bit about our friends from DistroKid, and we're going to do our Play My Fire beat. But I want to play you something really cool before we do that. This is Jasmine Kelly, who we haven't had here on the show before, and she says, with beefy, dirty drums, ominous organs, and a myriad of voices, Bad Time is my most adventurous song to date. I recollect my past decisions to escape, whether it may be a country, a university, or a relationship. I wonder what my life may have looked like if I decided to stay in my comfort zone. Love the concept, love the idea for the track, and I think you're going to really dig this one. This is Jasmine Kelly and Bad Time here on Your Music Live. Oh yeah, offensive language warning.
Is this the end again? New beginnings. Where's my applause? I'm getting impatient. My surprise, swapping boo. 最近我不太 OK. Ask me who I am, bitch. 我是你，看着白的眼 Yes, the same school. 渐渐变成后悔 Cause I had a bad time. Did it once, so why not twice? Been there, done that, wasn't very nice. Big fish, small pond, claustrophobic, couldn't breathe, no one knows. I get my eyes closed, still be the best. It's a tightrope, my lemon butter and bread. They say, why go? You're the girl who's done it all. Thank you, next. Take a seat in the front. Didn't you wanna talk, now you wanna have fun. Word just went and made its way around. I heard that shit, you know I melted down. Maybe if I blew up, then you would give a fuck, and I would call your bluff and put you in the spotlight. You about as exotic as a Bud Light. Why'd you take advantage of me that night? You could be mine, but I had to go and have myself a bad time. You could be mine, but I had to go have myself a bad time. If you hurt me, I won't like that. If you hurt me, I don't like that. But you know me, I can't fight back. That attitude's not in my zodiac. Got a lot of pressure on me, that's Yali. Making myself, but I don't know the recipe. If you want some, come and get some. 拥有了这么多 2 weeks 受不了，我就不是也不想依靠。不坏也不好，失败了多次也不让你知道。我逃避的没有原因，什么都不知道。
Like, come on. How good is that? Just amazing passion, amazing energy. Love the change up. Love the language change up mid-song. And just, I don't know, there's something about the production of that song with the video just linking in there. It draws you in to the point where you're all booing me right now for not continuing to play it. Yeah, really, really good stuff. And exactly as Thomas Christ says, an amazing pop rap banger for sure. That is one that you will want to dive immediately down to the description and go and follow Jasmine Kelly and give that one a like and leave her a comment. Let her know what you thought of the track, as well as all the other tracks that we've played here on the show today. Speaking of the show today is brought to you, as it is each and every week, by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yeah, if you want to release your music to the world, an unlimited amount of songs, EPs, and albums, you can use DistroKid. And here's the thing. I've definitely taken advantage of DistroKid's generosity there, because I've been using them for well and truly longer than they've been sponsoring this channel, since right back in 2018, since I released my very first EP. 2017, in fact, when I released my first EP, right up to a single I released like 2 weeks ago. and I have another brand new single I'm about to release now. And with DistroKid, they make it super simple. You sign up. Again, you can sign up to the musician plan from as little as $22.99 per year. And then all you do is jump in here and hit the upload music button. You can do this on the app, you can do this on a mobile device, or you can do it right here on your desktop. And all you need to do is jump in here, let it know your artist name. Now, I've got the Musician Plus plan, so I've got two artists. I've got Pete Johns and my other artist named Righty Dokie. I'm already set up, but for your first time around, it'll set you up on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Instagram, all the places. It'll just link that all up for you. You just tell it where you are and who you are. You set a release date, you give it your genres, you upload your album cover, you give it your track titles, you upload your song, and then you press go. And DistroKid handle absolutely everything else. And if you want to know how many different platforms you get it to, check it out here on this master page here. We've got Amazon, we've got iTunes and Apple Music, we've got Instagram, you've got Snapchat. It's going to places I've never heard of, but Spotify and TikTok and Tidal and Deezer. Everywhere you can possibly think of, your song goes to. And it just makes it really simple for you to share your music. All you need to do is release it to one place. Just send it to DistroKid and they handle the rest. We couldn't thank DistroKid enough for being sponsors of this show. They have helped tens, hundreds, millions of independent creators around the world get their voice heard and get their music out there to the world. So huge thank you to DistroKid for their support of independent music and of your music live. We're going to grab one more tune here, folks, and then we are going to do our Play My Fire beat. So get your ears and your eyes peeled, because I'm going to give you the code word right after this song from The Black Rake. They say In the Shadow of the Giant is among the first batch of songs from The Black Rake, a Brock Ruggles project of experimental songs, typically electronic and instrumental, with with Brock playing drums, recorded and mixed on iPhone. In the Shadow was mixed LCR style, cool, which is like left, center, right, processed on an SSL bus and API 2500 compressors in series. The Magic of Oz, the worst cartoon ever, is found footage probably dating from the mid-20th century. So this is a feast for the ear holes and the eye holes. This is Scapular Winging Records. It is The Black Rake, In the Shadow of the Giant, on your Music Live. Cool is that, right? The footage is perfectly. I've heard that if you play like crappy old found footage cartoons, they line up perfectly to all the Black Rake tunes that you would want to hear. Very cool stuff there from the Black Rake. And thank you, Brock. You wear many hats, my friend, and all of them are cool. And that one is like a funky sideways 90s style breakbeat cap. Or maybe one of those weird helmets that you can do head spins on when you're listening to electronic music. Either way, you're good. All right, yes, very cool, very funky, very awesome stuff. All right, I've teased it enough. It is time to do our Play My Fire beat. Yeah, and we are going to let's I was out last night looking at the stars, and I saw the moon, and I decided that we would make hashtag moon our code word for no other reason than I dig the moon, right? There's just something cool about when you look up and you just see the moon and you think, wow, is it made of cheese or is it actually a planet? No, it's not. It's a satellite. It's a man-made. They put it up there. No, it's just the moon. But if you would like a chance to have your song played here, you can do like Hypnotic Transmissions. You can do like the Metalhead Hippie and put hashtag moon in the chat. Will it count? Will it count if you put hashtag moon works? I don't know, Russ. You can give it a crack. But hashtag moon, and the way this works is if we draw your name, whether you're on the show or not, whether you've already had a song played or have a song coming up, you get your chance to either have a double play, or if you're not on the show today, hashtag moon, and we can play one of your tunes. So go ahead, hashtag moon in the chat, and we will get onto that after this next song. We're going to jump over to the cloud of sounds for the first time today with To Corley, who says, lost my brother a while back from suicide. Sorry to hear. And made this song for him. Before I made it, I worked on my voice for 2 years. Wow. Lol, but thank you. You're very welcome, and we're going to give this one a spin. It is To Corley and Lighters in the Sky here on Your Music Live.
Looks like you lost another one.
Open my body, find a lost soul. Talking about all the times where we thought we'd grow old. Now I'm sitting up in the front row. Scrolling through the memories and the pictures on my iPhone. Lighters up in the sky, watch my brother take his own life. Yeah, slowly giving up the fight. I don't wanna die, wanna see you thrive. If you ever wanna talk, hit my line, I ain't never gonna hide. I'd rather see you as a broken man than be flying up in the sky. I remember whipping around the block, picking up the thoughts. I ain't gonna stop, carrying a legacy all at the top. This is our time to shine, I ain't ever gonna drop. Yeah, I just need one more conversation, tell you it's love. Praying to God, Jesus, can you give me one more shot? Who you ain't shit, don't feel real. Can't imagine how your mama feel. Yeah, deep down inside, all need time to heal, time to feel what it's like to be behind the wheel of a broken man. Don't wanna leave you like open my body, find a lost soul.
To Corley, Lighters in the Sky. Really cool, excellent production. And yeah, the vocal production was great, wasn't it? I also wonder how they produced that, because it's really cutting, really crisp sort of vocal sound that works really well with that track, and excellent flow as well in there. And a great tribute. Again, really sorry to hear your loss. And music does help. It helps. I've always said music, when you're at your absolute lowest, music might pull you up just above. If you're feeling there, it'll make you feel average. If you're feeling average, it levels you up. So it won't fix things, but it tends to level things up for you, in my humble and personal experience. All right, let's go ahead and grab us a spin here. We've got the moon. Shall I sing you a song about the moon while we spin the wheel here? We've got 19 entries. Good luck, everybody. If your name comes up, all you need to do is let us know your artist name, the platform, and the name of the song, and we will give it a spin right here, right now on the show. Good luck. When you're in the moon, you've got no chance to win, but if you're on Earth, you might just be picked for the Play My Fire beat on Your Music Live. And wouldn't you know, it's Thomas Christ. Wee-hoo! Thomas Christ, moderator, creator, musician, host of You Rock, and he's won the Play My Fire beat. I think that's very relevant. And again, for anyone who likes to accuse me of favoritism, if you know me, you know I'm far too lazy. I've got no idea how to rig things. I just press the button on the random generator and it picks someone out. So Thomas Christ, we're going to hear from what he would like us to play on the show coming up in just a jiffy. Before we do that, while we wait on Thomas's selection, let's jump back over to the cloud of sounds. This is from DS Cherry, and they say, written a few years ago but re-recorded after learning a bit more about GarageBand from you. Well, thank you, my friend. I can't sing, but I love the whole process, recording, mix, design. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's a love song. It's a Love Song. DS Terry on Your Music Live.
I couldn't say it was love at first sight. It all became clear under ultraviolet light. Try as we might, after that night, it was a love song. It's a love song. Let's get it on, but not in these shoes. If I fell in love, just call me a fool. It's a love song, a la 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 love song. It's a love song, a la 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 love song.
There you go, DS Cherry. It's a love song, and we gave it a spin here. It is what it says, and it says what it is. I like it. Yeah, nice bass sound in there, nice tone. Some of the timing just a little bit shuffly there in some parts, but yeah, this is the thing. You got to get out there and you got to keep trying and you got to keep creating, because the only way that you're going to improve is by continuing to create. And DS Terry, it's obviously a very nice tribute as well. I like it. Thank you for sharing that one, Sharon B. Karen. All right. So have we heard from Thomas? Is he diving deep into the Thomas Christ catalogue? We'll give him a moment, because there's a lot to think about, because he's only got 16 albums, Thomas, to choose something from. So we'll give him one more time. I have just updated, by the way. I realised that I'd only done the first few songs, but we've got the whole first half of the show is now updated down in the description. So if you try to follow some of the artists that we've played and you can't do it, jump down the description now. They're all there for your viewing and listening and following pleasure, including this next one from Matt Dunning, who says, "Hi Pete, hope all is well. This is a track I wrote a year after the first lockdown, having spent that spare time learning GarageBand. Thanks again for your channel." Thank you. You're all very kind. Thank you. It's all about panic and fear of the pandemic and looking ahead to when we exited lockdown. Created entirely in GarageBand iOS with no external sound sources or controllers. Hope you enjoy. Good stuff. I like it. We'll give this one a spin. It is Run, Matt Dunning on Your Music Live.
Wrong.
Stuff there, yeah, the textures, the sounds, the synths, the cool guitar sounds in there. Everything working well there for Matt Dunning. Love your work, Matt. We've played some good Matt and Lucy. You might recall some of Matt's work where he uses the AI vocals, and that one instrumental, but just as cool. Yeah, big synth sounds, and to do all that just with programming yourself in iOS, that's pretty darn cool. I dig it. All right, it is time for our Play My Fire beat. Thomas Christ has made the selection, and he's decided to play this absolute banger called Gimme What I Want. This is Thomas Christ from just last year, one of his more recent tunes, and we're going to give it a spin right here, right now on Your Music Live. The winner of our Play My Fire beat, Part 1, Thomas Christ and Gimme What I Want. Thomas Christ, give me what I want here on Your Music Live. An outstanding song, and one that you're going to have to jump down. I've just updated it down in the description so you can go and check that one out. It's not quite new, but it's not that old either, just from last year, that one. Yes, definitely mosh-worthy. You can see Thomas Christ as the front man of a rock band playing that jam. That all rhymes, and you know that rhymes. All right, we've got about 20 minutes. So we've got about 6-7 songs, so we better get our move on for this first half. Don't forget, we've got to Play My Fire beat in the second half, so if you missed out this time around, stay tuned, because you can check out the second version in the second half. We got a featured artist to reveal, we got some cover songs to play, and we got a bunch more amazing independent tunes. So we're merely a third of the way through today's show, and we've already blown your mother loving mind with all the great music. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is from Kid Cool Designs. They say, I wrote this song 35 years ago and recorded it on a cassette recorder. Obviously, the song needed some of today's technology. I reconstructed the song, recorded it using Chord Keyboard, GarageBand, and Adobe Audition, then uploaded to DistroKid, the Wala Island Way. Very cool stuff indeed. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's been 35 years in the making. Island Way, Kid Cool Designs, Your Music Live. It's a little beachy, it's a little Middle Eastern, it's got some nice synth vibes in there and a cool island rhythm. And again, 35 years in the making. How cool is it that in 2023, we live in the future, people. If you don't believe we live in the future, the fact that someone can grab a tape recording from 35 years ago and then recreate it into just digital awesomeness and a cool soundscape like that one. It is very, very cool, and I dig it. So thank you for sharing that one. Hopefully we hear from you again. Keep on creating, because that's what we got to do around here, folks. That's what we encourage. And we're going to encourage Lloyd to keep creating, because hello, Lloyd. Hello Lloyd, that's the name of the artist. Hello Lloyd Music has a track called Storms. They say, I recorded this in Logic Pro. I tried to give it a moody, dark vibe. Hope you like. Thanks. Well, let's give it a spin and see what it's like. It is Storms. Hello Lloyd on Your Music Live.
Mama, there's a storm raging outside, and it blows right through this heart. Mother, there's a storm, and it rages at night, and it blows outside my house. Mama, there's a storm, and it rages at night, and I lay real still, and I keep so quiet.
Hello Lloyd and Storms. That's very reminiscent for me of some of Pearl Jam's kind of around about their binaural days where they played those sort of quiet little ballad type tunes with just, guitar and vocal. And it's probably because it's a little bit of an Eddie Vedder kind of vibe in that vocal that made me think that. But yeah, definitely got that little bit of darkness in there, which you were going for. I like it. Everyone's sharing what they think it sounds. I know, it's weird, isn't it? You go to what you know, though, don't you? Because I listened to so much Pearl Jam back in the day, I'm just like, it kind of sounds like Who You Are, Who Are You? Like that tune to me. Or, which again, is just, a Bob Dylan kind of expression. I don't know. It's cool. Yeah. Go listen to Pearl Jam. That mid Pearl Jam. So they rocked out at the start. Then they had that middle bit around no code and binaural, and then they've got their more modern stuff. That middle section is kind of underrated of Pearl Jam. Anyway, I'm a Pearl Jam fan from way back. Now it is time for our slap of the week, because DistroKid, who are our wonderful sponsors, and you can check them out there. You can save yourself 7% off on the first year of any DistroKid plan using that link or down in the description. But they have a service called slaps.com, and the cool thing about slaps.com is that you can share your music there for free. I call it DistroKid Lite, because before you start releasing your tunes to DistroKid, you can actually release them to the free slaps.com platform and share them and get folks to listen to them. And that's exactly what Future Phoenix has done. They say, in loss, perception will be everything. And this is their track. It is called The Loss, our slap of the week. Let's give it a spin on Your Music Live.
In every little thing you do, and every single thing you say, every little thing you go through and think that it carries some weight. You feel with hate, you got a grudge already, mixed real with fake because your love's not ready. Still debate because you lost that penny. Free fall and hit the bottom, empty. You place the blame and it's so shameful how we fought. And it's so painful when you say it's all my fault. You know they say that everything I have a cost. a tragedy. Sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. No, your loss is such a tragedy. You still here, it's a good thing, you still can change. No, there's no one here as sad as me. Sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss, sorry for your loss. No, your loss is such a tragedy. Reality is fragile, ain't it? In reality, it's accidentated with fallacy. We callously use alchemy to change the hatred. It don't matter which way you paint it, and it don't matter which way you say it. There's always gonna be someone who loves it. There's always gonna be someone who hates it. You place the blame and it's so shameful how we fought. And it's so painful when you say it's all my fault.
Slap of the week. That's Future Phoenix and The Loss. The hats, the bass. Listen to that bass. Go back and give that one another spin. Join slaps.com and go and listen to that one again, because with Slaps you can throw fire on these tracks, you can save them. Sharing is as simple as sharing that very simple link there, and as you saw, you can leave comments for folks on their track. So go listen to it and listen to the bass in particular. Really well produced. It just links in with the hi-hats perfectly and the kick, and it just does a really cool pitch shift in there. So really nice production on that one, and thank you for sharing it. All right, we've got ourselves 4 more songs before our midpoint, so let's continue on. Let's kick on. We're going to go back to the cloud of sounds. This is Stephen, and no, I don't have a stutter, but I do have a lisp. So this is a great one for me, because I can just say Stephen, and it's Someplace Else. They say vocally the song owes something to Modest Mouth about mouth. I looked at that and I said Modest Mouse about being derivative. The instrumentation is 1 part indie, 2 parts indie-tronica, and newgaze due to its synth-drenched chorus, written and recorded here at home. I love that description, and I think you're going to love this song. It's Someplace Else. Stephen on Your Music Live.
Up around 10 all over again. I'm lying in bed while I'm texting a friend. Let's talk about kids. Let's talk about work. We talk a lot of shit, and I feel like a jerk. And I feel so bored. I think I've lost myself. I know I've lost conviction. Can't remember when. Truth became fiction. Take me someplace else. Won't you please? Take me someplace else where we can be ourselves and they can go to hell. 10:30, eyes closed with a grin. I'm laughing to myself as I take it on the chin. There's thoughts about drugs, there's thoughts about love, there's thoughts about God, but I don't feel much. Am I losing time? I think I lost myself. I know I've lost conviction. Can't remember.
I like it. It really does deliver on the description you gave there. It is a beautiful blend and mix, and it's got a bit of it's got a bit of a Beatles thing. The way it changes up there, it's like do 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 do. Russ won't like hearing that, but yeah, it's got that kind of song structure where it's just moving a little bit and just building anticipation throughout. But really nice mix of styles. So yeah, sorry, it's not nothing like Beatles because Russ likes it. But a very cool track. Hey, Frigsy. Very cool track indeed there from Stephen. We're going to stay on the cloud of sounds for another track. This one comes to us from Juno X, and they say, written about my significant other. We were going through a breakup, and I was going through a hard time. Music was the only way I could express it. It features a good friend of mine, Ace Mahari, and it is called Ghost Girl Part 2. And this is Juno X here on Your Music Live.
we go home. It's just a day in the world that we know. You're numbing the pain when I'm lonely, but darling, you're only coming just to take a step back. I think I need that. I let this relapse fade off your...
Talk about genre hopping on that one. Yeah, where do you categorize that one? It's got a cool kind of drum beat there. It's a little bit not even R&B, is it really? A little bit dancey electronic, but it's got like an indie core and like a rock and roll attitude. Which goes to show. I still want to get my t-shirt that just says genre is important, but I don't think people would understand the irony that it's because I think that genre doesn't matter. Trying to pigeonhole music just doesn't matter at all, but that was cool. I'm just going to put that in the cool genre. So DistroKid, if you're listening, you need a new genre that's just cool or slay, as my children would say. Did you know that that's a word that the kids are using? Kids with a Z. Slay. That's slay. I'm going to start using it. S-L-A-Y. It means good, I guess, for young people. But now that I've started using it, it'll never be used again because they're like, "Oh, man, John's just said slay. Stop saying it." Okay. All right, get it, Greg Hutto, by the way. Yeah, I know it's been an amazing first half. Like, Greg, go back if you're just joining us. Go back and listen to the other tracks and check them out in the description. We've had some really, really kick butt songs here on the show today. All right, we've got 2 more to go before our midpoint where we reveal our artist the week, our featured artist here on Your Music Live, episode 161, if you can believe it. But for now, let's grab this one from Tiara del Fuego. It's called Everything's Gonna Be Alright. And they say, I first recorded this as voice and guitar on an 8-track. We ended up adding the rest of the instrumentation as overdubs. Ron Marshall, our drummer, did a splendid job. Love the word splendid. Splendid job recording this, and I continue to learn a lot about audio from working with him. Enjoy. The solo hits at 2 minutes, so it'll be perfect for your fade out at the solo. You know me too well. All right, let's give this one another spin, shall we? Tiara del Fuego, Your Music Live. Fade out the solo exactly as planned. Beautiful track there, Tiara del Fuego, another one of Brock's projects there. I normally only play like one song per artist per show, but because Brock has so many different projects and so many different artist names, I kind of forget sometimes and another one sneaks in, but I think you'll agree that one was super cool. All right, it is the last song of our first half, but do not fear, we have a big second half coming up just around the corner, so hang out and enjoy, because we've got a heap more to come. All right, this last song of the first half is No True Valor. They say this is from our new album, Tells No Stories. We wanted to create an anthem-type track. Nothing complicated, just good old rock. Big shout-out to my partner in crime, Andy, who not only plays a big part in playing the music, but also producing our material. Thanks, Pete. Love the show, my man. Well, thank you, my friends. We love playing your music. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Nobody Cares For Me. No True Valor. Your Music Live. And we turn down the guitar solo because you have some work to do. You got to go and catch the full version of that and all of the amazing songs we played by going down the description and following the links. They're all there. I've made it easy. I do the hard work for you. You just get to sit back and chill and listen to great music like that one. Nobody Cares For Me. Well, I do. I care for you and I care for your music and I care that you care about others because we have an amazing community here. Lots and lots of great artists, and I thank you all. And I also thank our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They've been sponsoring this show for a very long time, more than 2 years now, if you can believe it. They are wonderful supporters of independent music. They put their mouth where their money is and their money where their mouth is. They support channels like this and shows like this and independent creators, as well as providing a fantastic service that you can actually sign up for. So they've got the balance right. They are good people and they provide an amazing service. So if you would like to share your music, go ahead and check out DistroKid. Use the link above or down below and you'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. It is the halfway mark. It is 50% of the show done. And that means it's time to reveal our Artist of the Week. And I'm going to do this in an interesting way. We just need to, before I reveal the Artist of the Week, I just need to change my hat. I need to change into this hat for the next song, because the Artist of the Week might or might not be on the hat. But if you're just listening in, this week's artist is an amazing band. It is an artist who has been on this show since the very start. They've been an OG around Studio Live today, been creating amazing music, electronic music, and then they teamed up with their cousin who brought some pretty amazing skills on the old guitar to the party, and together they formed an amazing partnership, and since then have collaborated with artists, have released singles, have done cover versions, have released 2 albums, and they've got another album right around the corner. More on that later. But for my hand-picked, hand-selected midpoint song here, the toilet break, if you like. I've decided to go with a Delicate Giants classic. This is one of my favorite Giants tunes. It is called Concord, and I'll tell you a little more about it and how you can find out more about this song afterwards. But for now, time for a comfort break. Time for a toilet break. Time for our featured artist. It is the Delicate Giants and Concord here on Your Music Live. There it is. The Delicate Giants and an amazing track, Concord, from their album Earth Works. And yeah, if you want to check out more information about that one, jump down into the description, because the link that will take you to that song has a link in it that will take you to the behind the song, where you can see how Russ created that in Nano Studio 2 over on Jade Star's channel. And we've got another announcement to make at the end of the show about some brand new Delicate Giants news that you will want to hang around for here in the second half. We are, in fact, in the second half, and we would like to kick off with some cover songs. because it is Under the Covers with Pete Johns. Yes, if you've ever liked to dive under the... No, I won't get creepy this week. We're just going to play the songs. This is this is someone who we play a lot of covers of because they create and produce a lot of amazing cover songs, and this one is no exception. This is our friend Jonathan Lynton and a cover of a reggae song by Dennis Brown. Something a little left field for you here today, but I think you're going to enjoy it big time. It is Your Love's Got a Hold on Me. Jonathan Lynton, Your Music Live.
Oh, love, yeah. Your love's got a hold on me. Your sweet love's got a hold on me. Yeah. Girl, you got me here tonight, and the feeling is right. I do, hold me tight. Make sweet love till the morning light. 'Cause your love's got a hold on me. Your love's got a hold on me. I said your love's got a hold on me. Your sweet love's got a hold on me. Don't try to tease me. Loving me, it's so easy. Let your feelings flow. Let your love life flow. 'Cause your love's got a hold on me. Yes, your sweet love's got a hold on me. Oh, yes, your love's got a hold on me. Oh, yes, your sweet love's got a hold on me. Yeah. Your sweet love. Yeah. Oh, yes, your love.
Very cool stuff there from Mr. Jonathan Lynton, wearing the very epic Soundgarden t-shirt just quietly there and playing some reggae. Like, come on, you can't fault the man. He does it all. Very good stuff. Yeah. So what Jonathan does is he has backing tracks that he creates himself, and he then plays along to them live at the club he plays at there in Taiwan. Amazing stuff. Last week we looked up some flights. I'm like, how do I get up to Taiwan and watch him? Because that would be super cool. And Jonathan has promised us that he'll give us a little behind the scenes video at some stage of his live setup. There you go, Metalhead Hippie. Thank you very much for the $3.33 super chat. Appreciate you. Jeff was asking, did my super chat come through? It didn't, but there it is. Must have got stuck in the YouTube pipes. But thank you so much for your kind donation. And don't forget, Jeff, Metalhead Hippie Show, coming up straight after Your Music Live each and every week. So if you can't get enough of that independent music vibe, go and check out the Metalhead Hippie. Let's grab our next cover song. This comes to us from Middle Suburbia, who says the cover of Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol was recorded several years ago. My mum had given me this guitar, which was signed by Trace Adkins. The guitar itself was not in the best shape and had been sitting in her closet for a long time. It would fall out of tune a lot, but I was grateful because I had to give away several of my own possessions during a time when I was younger, including a guitar that I played. She knew this Trace Adkins signed guitar was not as good as the one I had, but she wanted me to have it. So this video reminds me of her. Love the story, love the background when you folks share what these songs mean to you. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? A great song. I love this song, Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol, and this is from Middle Suburbia on Your Music Live.
Do it all, everything on
Would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Pretty iconic chorus on that one. Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars is performed there by Daniel Fougat and Middle Suburbia. Thank you so much for sharing that one from the archives. Very cool stuff, yeah. Excellent tune at a festival. Was that the one, if anyone's watched any produced like a pro Warren Hewitt stuff, is that the one that Warren Hewitt's always talking about that he mixed? Was it Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars? It was something like that. One of those sort of, what I would call a B grade band, which is really horrible because there's nothing wrong with Snow Patrol, but yeah, they're just not quite that top echelon. They're kind of just a layer down, but I don't know. I don't know. Could be making that up. But yeah, good stuff there from our friend Daniel. We have one more cover song to play for you. Just a small selection of cover songs here today. And this next one comes to us from our old mate Frigsy. I could see that Frigsy was hanging out here, and I'm like, Frigsy, I'm sorry. I know it's late, mate, but if you can hang out, because he has shared a cover song, which means we have to play it here in the Under the Covers section. He says, hey there, Pete. Frigsy here, sharing the latest release from our band, The Wednesday Gang. It's been a long time coming. It's a cover of the Bob Dylan song, You Ain't Going Nowhere, done in a kind of country folk Americano vibe. It's closer to the Byrds version of the song than Dylan, so it's a cover of a cover. So it definitely had to go into the covers. This is actually studio recorded using Reaper. If you get a chance to play at some point, I'd really appreciate it. Hopefully the YML crew will like it. Thanks a mil from Frigsy. Well, I think the YML crew will like it because I'm about to play it right now. Let's give this one a spin. You Ain't Going Nowhere, The Wednesday Gang. Your music live.
The clouds move swift, the rain won't lift, the gate won't close, and the railings froze. Get your mind off winter time, you ain't going nowhere. Whoa, away, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Whoa, how we gonna fly down in the easy chair. Me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to the tree with roots, you ain't going nowhere. Whoa, away, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Whoa, how we gonna fly, we're down in the easy chair.
I mean, the gang vocals, the vibe, the recording, the production, the washboard, the violin. It's like, yeah, everything has just come together perfectly in that one from Frigsy and the crew there, the Wednesday Gang. That is definitely one you're going to want to go. Already had more than 400 views, and I think after we've played it here on this show, it's going to get a whole lot more. So jump on down in the description, grab that one, and go and check out the video, the full version, because you'll want to do yourself a favor and play it again and again and again. And thank you, Frigsy, for waiting up with us here today, mate. And thank you for sharing that one, Frigsy. Yet another OG, a long-time supporter of Studio Live today. And it uses Reaper, doesn't even use GarageBand and a lot of the stuff that we use here, but is just an amazing bloke and a wonderful creator. So thank you for sharing that one. All right, next up, we have Seamus O. We're going to keep it. I think Seamus, you here in Australia, but I think you might have some Irish roots, or maybe I'm just being completely racist and making that up because your name's Seamus. Either way, Seamus O says, this was a tricky one to mix. My friend, the plant, is about Herbert, my plant friend. Love it already. I'm already in love with the song just based on that description. We're here on slaps.com from DistroKid, because of course we are, and we're going to give this one a spin. It is Seamus O and my friend, The Plant, on Your Music Live.
And when the sun don't shine, I'm still feed the plant for me. Try to feed it on time. It eats it all fine. And when it's all out of time, it falls asleep at night.
Seamus O, yeah, a little bit of punk vibe going on there. I like it. A friend called Robert Plant. Thanks, Russ. He's here all night. Very cool stuff. Yeah, he does. Like, I must admit, whenever I see a Seamus O track on slaps.com, I normally go and check it out straight away because he's always got some good stuff going on over there. And by the way, a little tip for young players. If you want to get a guitar solo played on Your Music Live, put it at the 50-second mark of your song. It's about the only way it's going to happen, because I'm notorious for not playing people's guitar solos, but that one made its way in there. Very good stuff indeed. Let's grab our next tune, shall we? This is Graham Bell, not to be confused with Alexander Graham Bell, because I've never made that joke before. He's never heard that before. We're going to play this tune from Graham. It is called Firelight. He says, hey everyone, this song was created just from the word firelight, which popped into my head. My most complex creation to date, using 31 of the 32 tracks available, I'm assuming, in our old mate GarageBand, which is a 32 track maximum. Let's give this one a spin. Graham Bell and Firelight on Your Music Live.
I see the firelight, it stands out in the night. I see the firelight, and I know all is gonna be alright. I've been driving all day to see you, and now I'm driving all night as well. It's been a long drive to see you. If you're home, the firelight will tell. Yeah, I see the firelight, it stands out in the night. I see the firelight, and I know all is gonna be alright. Oh, seeing your light as a beacon lets me know I'm finally near. Oh, seeing your light is relieving lets me know I'll soon be there. Yeah, I see the firelight.
Very nicely done there. Firelight from Graham Bell here on Your Music Live. A very, very cool track. Thank you for sharing that one. And you can catch up with that and all the other songs we play, of course, down in the description. While you're down there, if you're enjoying yourself, thumbs up, guns up. Feel free to give it a little tickle of the thumbs up button, or if you're finding it's not up to standard, why not thumbs down? That's fine. It's all engagement. Just if you leave a thumbs down, here's what I like to ask. If you leave a thumbs down, leave me a comment as well. Tell me what we can improve upon, because this is a show in progress. We're evolving over time. We're doing different things. Speaking of different things, after this next tune, we will be doing our Play My Fire beat. So hang around, and you'll be given the code word just after this song. And if you enter that code word, you'll have a chance to have a song played right here on the show. Let's jump into this one for now. This is Ryan Rogers, who says, "Hey Pete, I wrote this song about 2 years ago, but I've been getting better in production, a large part thanks to you." Well, thank you, my friend. And thought I would re-record it. The song is about being in a relationship for all the wrong reasons. I think it has a David Bowie feel, if he was from Fort Worth, Texas. There you go. It's Texas Bowie. I'm going to change my image and then eat a giant steak. Let's give this one a spin. I'm only here for the breakup. Ryan Rogers on Your Music Live.
She thinks I'm with her for them baby blue eyes. She likes to party and she's up for anything. And she takes care of me unless I'm too far out to sea. Don't need a prophet to know how this story ends. After a year, and love with Cleopatra in the ass. Passion is a tempting grip, but passion is not infinite. You won't get burned if you keep your options clear. Lay on the field and committing no crime. I may be lonely, but I have a good time singing. I'm only here for the breakup. I get off from the pain and the optimism of meeting someone that's much better than you. The unexamined life isn't wasted. When you're all about the journey, you don't need a destination.
So straight in, Russ, that I talked over the intro. Normally I've got a second or two, but boom, there it was. Very cool stuff there from Ryan Rogers. Super groovy indeed. I like it. Creedence vibe. Yeah, it's got that sort of 70s rock kind of vibe, doesn't it? I liked it. I dug it a lot. But yeah, cool stuff there from Mr. Ryan Rogers. All right, time to do our second giveaway. This is where you get a chance to be interactive here. If you're watching live, unfortunately, if you're watching the replay, not going to work. But in honor of our support, our wonderful featured artist of the week, the Delicate Giants. The code word for the second Play My Fire beat is going to be #Giants. So if you would like to put a hashtag and Giants, GIANTS, in the chat, you could be the winner and you could have an opportunity to have one of your songs played. Be just like Michael, aka Zealand Band, and put #Giants in the chat. You'll have a chance to have one of your songs played right here on the show in just a jiffy. While we wait for folks to get their entries in, we're going to play one more song from Bradley McKnight here on the YouTubes. He says this song is called Take a Ride. I created this dance track for a class project at school. It was the first piece of music I ever created. Love it, old school. I created this song using software called Dance EJ 2005. Old school indeed. This is available on all the streaming platforms and stores. So we're going to give this one a listen here. Bradley McKnight, Take a Ride on Your Music Live.
some noise. Fire.
Yeah, Bradley McKnight on fire with that one. A very cool song, old school kind of vibe and jam on that one from Bradley McKnight. Nice transitions in there as well, I agree. Feel the vibration. It reminds me of the old school days from the 90s of creating like Tracker. Again, I talk about this a lot, but Amiga and Atari ST and those of us on PC that use things like Fast Tracker and Scream Tracker. Yeah, creating that sort of using those short samples just to bring them together and make something a little more complex from it all. Good stuff there from Bradley McKnight. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready for this? Are we ready to do our draw? Yeah, we got 18 entries this time, one less than the first half, but still plenty to go with. Let's turn up Bradley. Yeah, and let's spin the wheel. Are you ready? Oh yeah, suspenseful music, building tension. Who's going to get a spin? Who's it going to be? It's going to be Mike and Dawn Denise. Excellent. I love it. Mike and Dawn have been around this community for a long time. Wonderful folks and excellent creators. So we'll see what Mike and Dawn would like us to play. They know the drill. They know that all they need to do is put their artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the track, and throw that here in the chat, and it will get played up next here on your Music Live. While we wait on Mike and Dawn, let's jump to the cloud of sounds one more time. This is from Jackknife Combat. They say another free download for the viewers. I don't know how to describe it, but you can. All right. Well, I'm going to listen to it first, and then I'll try and describe it. We'll go with that. We'll go with that option. It is Little Sis Nora, Rave in My Garage or Garage from Jackknife Combat. Let's take a spin. Oh, we've got an ad. What's the ad? Oh, it's not even playing the ad. Okay, we'll just refresh. See, this is why slaps.com might be somewhere you'd like to share your music, because no ads. Anyway, let's give this one a spin. This is from Jackknife Combat here on your Music Live.
All right, you have to turn down the music.
Oh, I love it. Yes, the speed, the energy, the awesomeness of that one. Yeah, exactly. A little chair dance and raven number there for you from Jackknife Combat. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing that one. I like it. Go and check that one out again down in the description. Yeah, very cubey the penguin. High speed, high energy. Dance core stuff going on there from Jackknife Combat. Good stuff. All right, we're still waiting on the winners of our Play My Firebeat, Mike and Dawn, to let us know what they'd like to play. So we're going to grab another song. We're going to jump back to YouTube here for Mark J. And he says, my song was written and recorded in my bedroom in Band Lab, and it's a pop punk song about a guy who likes a girl but is out of her league. Oh, yeah. We've all been there. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Don't Sleep on Me by Mark J. Your Music Live.
Too much to say, but can't let it all out. Might find a way if I know where to look. It's all the same from the lower the sun. My heart is breaking 'cause too short at the moon. It might be obscene 'cause you're out of my league. We all can agree that love can be blind. Girl, you've been the one shot of signs. I for Mr. Stipend for you. I'll show you what we can be for. You give me the chance. You might be obscene, 'cause you're out of my league. We all can agree that love can be blind. Girl, you've been the one saw the signs. I told me felt to know you kept it away from the start. I love you dearly, quit the stalling, it's so bizarre. Girl, tell me if you are the love of my life. I know you hurt me, might be obscene.
Very cool there, Mark J. Don't Sleep on Me. Yeah, excellent production in there. Love the guitars, love the vocals. Yeah, really well produced. The delay, like just the processing on that, just the right amount of delay on those vocal parts. Yeah, I agree, Greg. Excellent stuff there on the vocals. We're going to go back to the cloud of sounds. Mike and Dawn Janice, hopefully you haven't tried to paste a link in the chat, because I won't get it. As you know, we don't allow links around here because links be bad. The spammers will come in and they'll spam up a storm. So if you have tried to put your song request in there, give it another go. We just need to know your name, the name of the platform, and the name of the song, and I will go and search it out. All right, this so while we wait on that, this is the Mandy Club. The Mandy Club are back, they say. This is our second single, and like many songs, this one is about a girl. Heavily inspired by Jack White and Arctic Monkeys. It is the Mandy Club. It is Fire Triangle on Your Music Live.
1, 2, 3.
Feel like home. And in the dark, where we lay, hear the lark, what's it saying? I cannot breathe, it's not the smoke, help us out, I need to know. Fire triangle, you're
Very cool there from the Mandy Club. Yeah, I love it. Very Arctic Monkeys, a little Arctic Monkeys, a little Franz Ferdinand. Yeah, very much that Brit Euro kind of alt rock sound. Love it. Love it to bits. Good stuff indeed. Yeah, Mike and Dawn Janice, lovely to hear from you. You've made a couple of comments, but you haven't told us which song we're playing. So if you would like to do that, please go ahead and I will give that a spin in just a jiffy. Oops, I pressed the wrong button, but we'll get this back. We're going to go to SoundCloud while we wait on that one. This one is, they say, this song is about a girl I was interested in. Another one about a girl I was interested in that ended up playing games with my emotions, tricking me into thinking that we were together. Ugh. This song is dedicated to her, and it's my hardest attempt to try and forget her. Glömma dig is Swedish, means forget you. Oh, cool. I love it. I love it when we get international songs and the translations as well. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Glömma dig from Late Night City on Your Music Live.
festen då vi båda två höll om varann. När vi sedan kysstes trodde jag att det var sant. Men vad hände dagen efter du var borta från mig? Jag vill inte längre se dig, att jag såg var så fake från dig. Du spelar spel med mina känslor innan du försvann. Kunde inte andas en sekund, hade bara dig i huvudet så det snurrar runt. Men jag måste bara veta att du inte alls var rätt för mig. Baby, kan jag bara fucking glömma dig? Jag vill inte se dig, håll dig bättre borta från mig. Baby, kan jag glömma dig? Jag vill inte nå dig, du gör det bara till en stor grej. Redan beslutet att krossa glaset för oss två. Baby, kan jag bara fucking glömma dig? Se mycket du har sårat mig. Om du bara kunde känna smärtan som du gav. Så är det som mest när jag vill se dig och när det är kvar. Men jag hade ingen aning, trodde bättre om dig. Vet att du har gått för långt och du bara lämnade mig. Jag säger, måste inse att jag aldrig kommer få något svar. Skulle inte blunda för din skit, jag kan inte släppa.
I love it. It really doesn't even matter, does it? Doesn't even matter if you can't even understand the words. Just, yeah, when you got a vibe like that, I dig it. I like it a lot. I agree, Caleb. I like it a lot too. Excellent work there from our friends Late Night City. I hope we hear from you again in the future. Hello, Mike Haggith. We played you earlier. Hope you're doing well. Jet setting around. When you say jet setting around to Mike Haggith, you mean it literally, because the man's a pilot, as well as an amazing creator and musician. All right, Mike and Dawn Janice have chosen their song. They would like us to play this one called I Love My Life. And I found a video version here, so we'll give this one a spin. The winner of our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, it is Mike and Dawn Janice and I Love My Life. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Right here, right now, on your Music Live.
I saw you there, swaying around to the music, to the sound. Your pretty face, light in your eyes, like an angel in disguise. You looked at me from under that hat, down in Jensen Beach. Wish we never came back. I'd run away to the ends of the earth, make love in every town, give it all I'm worth. I love my life. Sunny day, early in June, stirred my emotions, thinking of you. The times that we shared, from that first day, through thick and thin, we've come a mighty long way. I love my life.
Mike and Dawn Janice. I love my live here on Your Music Live. What a nice palette cleanser. I think we've had about 4 songs on the show tonight that have all been about, less than ideal relationships. Let's put it that way. That's a nice way of putting it. But that one was a cracking tune there from Mike and Dawn Jenner. So we've got ourselves about 15 minutes to go. Don't forget you got Metalhead Hippie coming up with his show right after this one. If you want even more music, don't forget to check out our wonderful sponsors, the cool kids over at DistroKid. They can help you get your music out there to the world. You can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan simply by using the link up above or down below. Let's play this one. This is Late Blossom. They say this is a general protest song with no particular orientation specified. The concept was to write a tune that could be adopted by anyone, sort of in the vein of We Are the Champions. The music's inspired by Bowie Berlin era music. Very cool stuff. Well, let's give this one a wee spin, shall we? This is Got the Right. Late Blossom on your music live.
We've got the right to walk out through the door. Why don't we drive all night? There is no rule that says we must submit to always be the fool. Rise up, up, up for the right to be free to stand and fight. There comes a time when we must realize all things are out of line. We must decide the path we need to take on this lifelong ride. Rise up, up, up for the right to be free to stand and fight. Don't get fooled by all their many sleights of hand, all overruled by all the schemes others have planned. We've had enough, let no one take our rights away. Let's call the bluff, don't give in to the games they play. It's their intent. We stay complacent even when we're not content. Don't bend or fold. Reject the lies they
It's a gentle riot. I love it. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Eventually, if you wouldn't mind. It'd be really nice if we could have a little bit of freedom. I like the idea of a gentle riot. Just yeah. If you don't give in to our demands, we're going to slightly decrease our output every week for the next 10 weeks. Yeah. What do we want? Eventual change. When do we want it? Eventually. I like it. Very cool stuff there. Thank you for sharing that one. Got the Right, as opposed to Got the Life by Korn. All right, we're going to go play. We've got 4 songs to go. We're nearly at our anti-penultimate, penultimate, and ultimate songs here today, but this is fourth to last, which doesn't have a cool word for it. This is over on the Cloud of Sounds. This is from Canro, who says, "Hey Pete, I don't think you remember me, but I was sent some tracks here 2 years ago, back when I was just 14. This was the 46th live stream. I'm 16 now, and I've developed a lot of my mixed skills. Here's a track I've made at the time I'm writing this. I highly recommend listening to 131 to hear the peakest of my ideas. Please enjoy." Cool. Listen from or to one. We'll play it from the start, because I'm not sure if you meant play it from 131, but maybe that's where it gets cool. So we'll definitely play it up to that point. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Canro and Dreams on Your Music Live. Welcome back. go. You wanted to hear the 131. Do you want to hear the drop? Should we go back and hear the drop? Very cool stuff. I thought I'd play a little more there for you. Jump down to the description if you would like to hear more and know more. That and all the other songs we played are all linked right down there for your viewing and listening pleasure. And it has been a pleasure to have you with us here on Your Music Live, episode 161, brought to you by DistroKid. Thank you. And if you would like to hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate you. Leave your comments down below. Even if you're watching on the replay, leave your comments down below. Let us know what you dug, what you'll be listening to in the future. There's a lot of cool stuff there. That Jasmine Kelly track was just awesome. Still thinking about that one. I'm going to go and give that one a spin, as well as a bunch of others after the show. Alrighty, it is time for our anti-penultimate song. It's from our mate Rudy, otherwise known as R times 2. He says, hello Pete, created this track in BandLab using an iRig 25 interface. Mostly use MIDI instruments with a touch of guitar. Planning on going back to GarageBand iOS in the future, but it's been fun ride with a different DAW. Hope you enjoy the track, and thanks for supporting indie music. Well, thank you for being our anti-penultimate tune here today, dearie. I had a funeral to attend. My auntie sadly passed, but I went and met my auntie, my great auntie, who's 93 years old. And yeah, she is just absolutely still just kicking on beautifully. And it was wonderful to see. So shout out to aunties everywhere. And this is the anti-penultimate tune. It is R times 2, Beyond Dreaming, Your Music Live.
Understand this world, so rare yet forgotten. Aurora in the tropics, chasing the anomaly. I'm dreaming of Andromeda, it's a fool's errand. We're on borrowed time, winding through the journey. There's a little bit of everything in all of us. The chameleon creeps in, often changing my skins. It's one cosmic hoax. I see beauty everywhere, but it's hard to find a message forever hidden from us by our own ways. Nothing that I'm finding seems the same anymore. Keeping my compassion gets tougher every day. I'm looking for redemption. I've got to learn a new way. I've got to learn a new way. The chameleon creeps in, often changing my skin. It's one cosmic hope.
R times 2, and really cool tune there. Excellent production on that one from our mate Rudy. Well done indeed, my friend. Beyond Dreaming, created there in BandLab, which is a very cool and free DAW. I like it. I dig it. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, thank you, Late Blossom. Late to the party, Late Blossom, but no, we played Late Blossom before. Very cool, very smooth stuff indeed. All right, we've got just 2 songs to go, and I've realised in true John's fashion, I meant to put this in the Under the Cover segment, not here in the penultimate slot. But hey, Michael Thompson is worthy of the penultimate slot, even when it's an arrangement of a Kinks song. I'm Tired of Waiting, featuring Steve McLoone and introducing Roy A, plus Tom Williams on guitar. Thank you, Mike Thompson. I think it's still a worthy song to have in this penultimate slot. So we're going to give it. It even says Undercovers right there. Get your stuff together, Johns. Fix your goddamn life. But we're going to play this one as our penultimate tune. Tired of Waiting for You, Michael Thompson, in the wrong place, but at the right time. Your Music Live.
I'm so tired.
Stuff there from our friend Michael Thompson, and yeah, apologies. Look at the effort that he went to. You even got the guitars literally under covers there, and I still can't even get it in the right spot. You'd think I'd be able to interpret that one. Good stuff there from Michael Thompson, and good stuff there from everybody who's had a song featured on the show this week. Don't forget, Metalhead Hippie is up next. I've dropped a link there in the chat. You can jump on over and check out that show. Tell him that Pete John says g'day, and that you'd like another 6 hours, please, of independent music. But we are finishing with our feature artist of the week. Yep, I'm wearing him on my hat because Russ8889 is such a good bloke that he even sends me t-shirts and hats of his wonderful band, The Delicate Giants. And they've got some big news. I'll let Russ's words tell you. So, The Delicate Giants have been working on an album for a year now, and the first exclusive airing of this track from the album will be on Jade's show Thursday during my documentary about my music career. I hope to see you there. Well, to get there, all you need to do is jump down to the description and look at this video. So I'm going to play you the video to play us out here. It's a minute and a half, a little preview, a little sneak peek. And I'm going to play you this video, but down in the description is the link to this video. And in that video, there is a link to the show with Jade on Thursday or Friday morning for my friends here in Australia. But do tune in for that. I'll be tuning in, making sure that I catch that. And New Delicate Giants, how do you go wrong? Let's take a little sneak peek at it, shall we? And listen to this one, The Delicate Giants Acoustic 5. Little premiere for you here on Your Music